Hmm. What's up, guys? Welcome to another video, and this time round, I'm joined with my fellow FTTV crew member, Sammy. He's been here so much; it's probably been among the most frequent guests or crew members over here. So say hi to the guys.
Hello guys. Like Richie said, my name is Sammy. Yeah, we've recorded a couple of videos on this channel, so yeah, looking forward to crack on, bro.
Yeah. So if you're watching this, make sure you subscribe. Yeah, as we try to get to 800. So, in today's video, it's a very important one, guys who are watching. It's about the UEFA Europa League final, which is tomorrow. Spurs versus Manchester United. So, Sam here is a big Man U fan. So, we'll just be discussing this game, analyzing, and at the end we'll predict and all that. So, first, I have to ask you, how do you feel about man? How do you feel about this game tomorrow? How are you feeling?
As it gets closer, you start getting more nervous. Um, I'm not confident if I'm being honest with you, just because of how we've been playing in the Premier League. Obviously, in Europe, it's been different, but at the same time, I'm a bit worried just because of what Ange said. He normally wins trophies in his second season. I'm a bit worried about that. And also our
Yeah.
record against Spurs. We have a very bad record against Tottenham, so that's my worry. But I think Tottenham are due a loss against us. So yeah, I think just because we have heritage, I do believe we're gonna win. Yeah, because in finals we just tend to turn it up, and we have big game players, we have experience, we have players who've won finals. You know, you always just tend to find a way to turn up in finals. So I think, yeah, we'll definitely scrape it and win the trophy, hopefully.
Interesting. Yeah, so I was checking the head-to-head this season, Man U versus Spurs. Uh, Spurs have won both games, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually three because of the Carabao Cup as well.
Yeah,
So yeah, they've been
so
a few times.
if we're going based on form, Spurs may be favorites because they have the blueprint on how to beat Manchester United. So
Yeah,
it's going to be a very interesting game, but it's a final. Man U have that heritage, but I was also surprised to see that Spurs have two Europa League trophies back in the day in the 1970s. I don't know. I was surprised to see
yeah,
that. I thought they had no European trophy. So they're better than
yeah.
Arsenal.
Yeah, of course, bro, even Palace are winning trophies now.
Yeah.
Listen, Arsenal
So,
under the
so,
anymore.
so did you see Man U getting to the Europa League final when the season started?
No, I'll be honest, because initially when Ten Hag was in charge, I just didn't have any confidence in us to go all the way. But even any game we played in Europa League, I've never been confident. We're unbeaten somehow, but I'm still not. I've never been confident, like literally. So all the games we played, I thought we were going to lose against Sociedad. We somehow found a way. I thought we were going to lose against Lyon. We found a way, and the same for Bilbao. But it looks like in Europe, we just have a way. Let me say this. I think we are more of a cup team. I think that's why we tend to thrive a lot in cup games than in the league, because in the league we are piss poor. But when it comes to Europe, we just tend to play like prime Barcelona for some reason. And I don't know why. Maybe because the pace is slower and the physicality is less than the Premier League. So I didn't envision us going all the way to the final, if I'm being honest.
Interesting. And then, what do you think is the difference between, how can you say differentiate between Ten Hag, who was sacked earlier this season, and Amorim, who's your current manager?
Bro, I'll be honest with you. I don't really see much of a difference because the football that I've seen from both managers has been absolutely shocking, to say the least. Because I've not seen any improvement under Amorim. There was no improvement under Ten Hag. Um, Amorim, the only difference I can see is that Amorim is a better talker than Ten Hag, but in
Okay,
reality, the
and how
football
about
is
the
even
tactics?
worse.
And what can you
The
say are the difference in tactics?
I'd say Amorim is way too more defensive. He plays too many defenders. Like we like on paper it looks like we're playing a back three, but we actually play a back five, five three
Yeah,
two, and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's too defensive.
You know,
We play seven
back
defenders
three
and two
systems
attackers.
always revert to a back five in defense.
Yes, exactly. But ours is pure back five on and off the ball.
Yeah,
That's why that's why
yeah,
that's why our build up is so poor. We can't attack. We are playing two attackers and we somehow expect to score goals. That's why we have 9 points in what 9 points since December. That's shocking. That's sackable offense, if you ask me.
yeah. But for me, I would say maybe United should be more patient with Amorim next season. They should wait for him to sign his own players. I don't know how much United have in the how much money they have to sign players. But I saw Cunha might is likely to sign, but I think Amorim needs a summer transfer window to so that we can see his real football next
Yeah,
season.
yeah, but
Yeah.
what I would say is that kind of game is a very dangerous game of a manager who says, "Oh, he doesn't have his own players, this, that, and the other." We used to say that about Ten Hag. Ten Hag spent how much on Ajax? He got his players. The football became worse last year, and I remember saying, if he keeps playing like that, he'll get sacked. And look
Yeah,
what
yeah.
happened. Yeah, so for me, I prefer coaches who adapt to different situations, like a Thomas Frank. I know that name doesn't sound flashy, but he adapts to the situation he's in. He's in. He can play a back three. This season he's been playing a 4-2-3-1, sometimes 4-3-3.
Thomas Frank
Depends.
is in Brentford, though.
Yes, Brentford.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
Brentford.
yeah.
Yes, exactly. I like those type of coaches who can adapt when things are not going on in a manager's way. So I hate these managers who need everything to succeed because it's not always gonna work out like that. If you have injuries, then what are you gonna do? You know,
Uh,
are you gonna use that as an excuse?
mm,
Otherwise, the next time you start losing games, you're gonna have pressure the following season, and that's what happened to Ten Hag.
mm. Okay,
Yeah.
interesting analysis on the two coaches. So I'll ask you, before, how do you rate the season overall? And yeah, basically the fact that in the Premier League, they've United are like 16th out of 20th, and now you're in the final of the Europa League.
At the moment, since you've not won the Europa League yet, right? If I judge based on the league and everything, and I'm being generous, 2 out of 10. 2 out of 10. And that
And
and
yeah,
that too is because we sacked our manager and put a new manager in. So that's why I've said 2 out of 10.
yeah. And what if
And
you end up
we're in a final as well. And we're in a final as well.
yeah, what if you end up
So
winning now? Can you say it will be a success?
no, it'd be 3 out of 10 because the reason why I'd say it's 3 out of 10 in total. People need to remember we're a big club. We need to put the standards where they're supposed to be, right? So it's a 3 out of 10. Reason being, whoever is the manager, we still win trophies. We have 9 finals in 10 years, 4 finals in 3 years. So what
Yeah,
what what does that say? We tend to make finals even under Ole. I never liked
yeah.
Ole, but we made a European final and we lost on penalties. Anything can happen in penalties. So for me, the league is what's most
Oh,
important.
United lost to on with
Yeah,
Oli.
Villarreal. We lost to
Oh,
Villarreal in
damn.
the final penalties.
I
Yeah, when
forgot
they have missed the
that.
penalties. Yeah,
Oh,
when they have missed the penalties. That's the season you guys won the Champions League against City. So for
okay.
me, we always win finals, regardless somehow. I just don't know how, but you have the players. It's just the heritage in our club. So that's why it's going to be a 3 out of 10, even if we win. Because the league, you can't finish 16th. I'm sorry. You just can't.
Yeah, but
Impossible.
yeah, it is what it is. So now let's look at Tottenham. What are their biggest threats to United in this final, and who should United be wary of?
Their biggest threats are injured at the moment, Madison and Kulu and Bagval. I think that's a really good player. But at the moment, you have to look at Solanke. He has a very good record against us. He always finds a way to score against us since Bournemouth. That's their
Yeah,
threat. And Pedro Porro's deliveries in the box are very, very good. And he has a good shot in him. So
and he's
I'd
also a
say those are the
good
two.
defender, right? Can defend well on the
Defensively,
wings.
defensively, he's not the best in my opinion, but going
He's
forward,
better attacking. Okay, okay.
he's a better attacking fullback. Yeah,
And
but
Son, I think Son this
I think so.
season is really fallen off,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, he's fallen off, but yeah, he also tends to do quite well against us. So I'm quite wary about him, to be honest. So those are the three threats: Solanke, Son, and Poro. Those are the three guys we have to watch out for.
Okay, then tactically, how should United approach this match? And do you expect them to play uh on the front foot, or to be more cautious?
If you play on the front foot, if we
Yeah.
start like that, I think they're gonna kill us because that's what Spurs love. They love a team that likes going at them. So for me personally, we should play mid to low block in this game. And let's exploit the spaces Tottenham are going to leave. Let's make them try and play from the back and try attack us, because I think if we use the spaces, we can hit them on the break. So if you play Garnacho, I don't like Hoyland. I know he's going to play, and Bruno Fernandes or Amad Diallo, then we should hit them on the break because they're going to leave spaces. That one I
Yes,
know for a
yes.
fact. So
Speaking of the teams, could you name me your starting 11 from the keeper to the striker?
the one I would want to
Yeah,
start.
the one you'd want.
Onana. Uh, Both our keepers are awful, but I'll just go with Onana. Back three, realistically, who's fit? Euro, Maguire, and Mazraoui. Then in the middle, I'd go Ugarte, Casemiro. Then wing backs, I'd go. This is tricky because on the left, I'd go with Luke Shaw, left centre back, just because of the experience. Yeah,
Left wing
and right
back.
wing back. Yeah, left wing back. Yes, I'd go Luke Shaw just because of the experience.
Mm.
And then right wing back, because I know Dallo just came back, he's not fully fit. I'd play Ahmad on the right wing back. And then in the middle, I'd go Garnacho, Bruno. Bro, the striking position, man. Hoyland. But bro, you saw how he
Uh,
performed against Chelsea, bro. You saw how he performed, bro, but that's my
yeah.
only worry.
So
That,
like
that,
there's no other striking option.
Xerxes just came back. Obviously, but I don't think he's fully fit yet. I think he's going to be slightly rusty, but off the bench, he should be a good option to come in and try and see, depending what the game's going to be like 70 minutes in or 80.
Okay, so like Bruno, your most important player plays he'll be in the front three on the right wing.
I think he'll be on the front three with the Garnacho or
Left, yeah.
or Dogu. Dogu might start right wing back because I don't think Dalot is fully fit yet. But the right wing
Yeah,
back that's what the dilemma is. That's what the dilemma is. I don't know if it's going to be Dogu or Amad Diallo on the right wing back section.
yeah, okay, that's a decent starting 11. And which United player do you think will be the most crucial in this game?
Bruno and Casemiro. Those two
Yeah,
are going to be very, very crucial. Big game players, Casemiro, when it comes to Europe, he's a different animal.
yeah,
Bruno, I think he's gonna want to prove a point to many people in this final. He's been the best Europa League player, I'd say. So yeah, you have to go with the Bruno Fernandes at the moment. Yeah.
Right. So now I'll ask, what has been your favorite moment from United's Europa League campaign this season? I know obviously what you say.
Yeah. Uh, Leon was mixed feelings because I had different types of emotions that game. So I'd go Leon. Leon
Yeah,
was definitely the
Leon.
one.
Oh, yeah, and
And
we
I
have
think that's the reason.
yeah. We haven't even mentioned Maguire. It'll be very important in this game, even attacking wise. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, Maguire is going to be critical as well, depending on what the game situation is going to be like. On set
Like
pieces, I
set
think Maguire
pieces, yeah.
can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's very good with that. Some say he should even be the striker.
Yeah, you know what? I play striker. I'm just trying to see opponents against
Crazy,
Mickey
crazy.
and Romero.
So
Yeah,
if United wins, what will this trophy mean to the club and fans?
obviously it will really mean a lot. That's what I'd say. But
Yeah,
we have to take it with a pinch of salt in a way because we need to start thinking about next season. Our league um, form needs to improve massively. We need to start working on getting the right players in so that you can be consistent in the league again. Because we should not be finishing 8th and 16th back to back for a big club like Manchester United. And
yeah,
let's not make the mistake we made last summer where we got hyped by beating Man City in the FA Cup final. And 2 weeks later, everybody was like, "Oh, we have we have the league coming up again." You get what I'm trying to say?
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, we need to make sure we get the right signings in and making sure if the manager is staying, like he needs to make sure that he gets it right from the go. Otherwise, he's gonna go under pressure again, just like Ten Hag did.
All right. And conversely, if Spurs win, how much of a blow would
Oh,
that be? And what you did say about the current state of the team and the coach next
bro,
season? Yeah.
listen. If that happens, the whole team needs to be sold. It has to be. You can't lose against Spurs in the
uh,
final. Yeah, and the manager knows
hey,
that he needs to
hey,
go. If that happens, the
yeah.
manager needs to leave. Like you can't lose against Spurs in the especially after finishing 16th,
Yeah,
possibly
yeah,
17th on Sunday,
yeah, for real,
possibly
for real.
17th. So for me, the manager he has to be sacked. You have to.
Yeah, that one I agree. Although I'm a
Yeah, you
United
just can't.
critic, yeah, I have to.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, for Spurs, Ange said he wins things in his second year. So,
Yep.
what did he win in Australia? He's been in the Australian
Yeah,
League,
I think it's been Australia, it's been Japan, Scottish League. I think that's yeah, the Scottish League.
Scottish
Yeah, he's
League.
won a
Which
couple of.
team?
What team was it? Celtic? Was it in Celtic? I think. I think he might have been. He might have been. I'm not too sure, but yeah, he was in one of
Maybe
those leagues.
Scottish
Yeah,
Rangers, Aberdeen, one of
yeah,
them.
he was in Celtic. I think it was in Celtic. I think I need to check, but yeah, that's where. Yeah, so he's won trophies pretty much everywhere he's been. He has a decent record in finals. So yeah, but going into this game, like we have with the players we have right now, we should be winning that game, realistically speaking.
Yeah, and let's talk about Spurs. What's their setup? I think Vicario is a very good keeper. He's fit to start, right?
Yeah, it's good to start.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think he's very good. Yeah.
yeah, he's very good. I rate him. I rate him.
And then
Yeah, I think
their defense, there's Van de Ben,
Poro Miki are gonna be fit. Udogi and I think Poro. That's the back four.
and
That's gonna
then
be it. And I think
midfield, what
left back
formation
four.
do they play?
They normally play a 4-3-3. By Europe, apparently they've been playing a 4-2-3-1. But I think they're gonna do the three in the midfield: Tanku, Bisuma, and Sa. I think that could be their midfield three. And
That's
Solanke,
decent.
yeah, and maybe I don't know if Son is gonna start this one because he's not been fit in the last a few games. I think
Wow.
Richarlison might start. Yeah, he might start, or they're gonna do that silly move they did with Harry Kane against Liverpool and play Son who's not fully fit. So we don't know yet about the left. Yeah,
Oh. All right,
yeah.
so yeah, as we're about to conclude, it's going to be a interesting match. If you're watching,
Mhm.
just comment who you think is gonna win and the score prediction. And now we go to the score predictions. Give me yours. I give you mine.
3-1 United.
Oh, okay, decent. For me, I'm I don't want to say United hater, but I'm a United critic.
Yeah.
So I want Spurs to win this game. I'll be hate watching this game for sure, man, 100%. But
So you
just
want your London
because,
rivals to win this?
pardon,
You want your London rivals to win this?
yeah, I would want them to win, man. You know, here in
Okay.
Kenya, like there are no many. I don't know
Yeah,
Spurs
yeah, I hear
fans
it.
like
Yeah,
that. So
yeah, true, true.
you
Yeah,
know, you'll find
yeah.
like many, even some Arsenal fans want Spurs to win here in Kenya.
Arsenal fans want us to win it. That one I know for a fact. They
Yeah,
want us to win it.
maybe in UK, but in
Yeah,
Kenya here,
exactly. Yeah, but in Kenya, I know they want otherwise because they know we're
yeah,
going to be unbearable.
yeah,
And yeah,
true. So me, I'd want Spurs to win. I know they're London rivals. I don't really care. I don't know so many Spurs fans, but I'd go with 3-2 United win. Just because Spurs they're Spurs. They always bottle things when it's important, right? Yeah,
yep.
but I'll be there. We'll be there.
Yeah, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess that's it for now. Uh,
Mhm.
uh, in one sentence, I think that's it. Yeah, so I guess we'll see you. I'll see you after the game,
Mhm.
which maybe Thursday, Friday. We will talk. We'll analyze
Yeah,
how
yeah.
it's gonna go. Yeah, so see you guys. See you on another
Yeah,
video.
hey, listen, if you don't hear from me, it depends, bro.
Yeah,
You
it
lose.
depends.
I might be
Yeah,
offline, bro.
yeah. All right, man. It
Yeah.
was nice. I hoped to have gotten a Spurs fan, but he wasn't available.
Mm.
But yeah, we're gonna be doing so many more videos. We'll Yeah, I want to do the Conference League final analysis, Champions League final. Yeah, so yeah, we'll do a couple of videos. Thanks for joining, Sam, and see you guys on another
No,
video.
all right, bro.